Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I am enjoying the sun outside. We are blessed here in Belgium with extremely nice temperatures for fall, and it's surprising because usually it's a lot colder right now this time of year. We are the end of October and still having around 20 degrees Celsius. As you can see, it's beautiful, beautiful. I have to wear my shades because otherwise there's just no way for me to look in the camera without twitching my face all the time. So for today's video I want to try something new. I want to introduce a new series to the channel. I have been getting a lot of comments in the past that you want me to do more fragrance sampling, and I've tried to put more attention towards this type of reviewing. When you smell a new fragrance for the first time and you have no experience wearing it, your emotions, your reactions are more intense, you are more genuine and authentic than what you would say after a couple of years. I mean, not that I would lie about my emotions on a particular fragrance if I've worn it like 100 times. I still believe, for instance, that Aventus is a beautiful fragrance and I really enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it the first time. But if I, reflect back on the first time that I ever smelled Aventus, I mean, I was insanely impressed with the creation itself, and I believe that a lot of you want to see that. You want to witness if it triggers such emotions or not. So what I'd like to do today is go over the last couple of days and reflect, hence the name Fragrance Reflection. I would like to reflect on my last couple of days wearing fragrances that I never smelled before. I will try to do reviews on them later on if I feel comfortable, because these are complex creations by a high-end niche house. I have been getting these samples from a friend of mine who works for Roja Dove, and I got them through a store in Antwerp. These people over there really know fragrances. They really have a lot in their store that is worth checking out. If you're in the neighborhood of Antwerp, Belgium, you might want to check out their website. You've probably already heard from them, but I'll put the link down below if you're interested. Anyway, this week I didn't feel great. I had some sort of stomach flu. I couldn't leave the house, felt really terrible. It's better today, but an exceptionally nice day is also lifting my spirits. Yeah, maybe I'll also include some chit chat around my life and how I've been in these videos. I'm not sure at which frequency I will be able to put these up, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how your feedback is and so on. So these sampling series have been fun to do, and I have a lot to do in the future. These fragrances have given me great pleasure this week. I started off trying out Amber Oud by Roja Dove, Roja Parfums. I'm not going to go too much in depth on the Roja itself. I think it's a great house. I think it's very high quality fragrances all together. It's a great perfumer. He was trained or schooled by Guerlain back in the day before starting out his own brand. He put himself in the position of high-end niche perfumer right off the bat. Yes, pricing in the beginning wasn't as steep as it is today, but he kind of quickly got to that type of level. And yeah, it's really subjective if you want to pay that type of money for his creations. It's all personal. If fragrance really blows your mind and you're totally all over the place, you're swooning for it, then you might want to save up and get it. As with any other product or service, it's really subjective to debate on whether it's worth it or not. It's up to you entirely. I believe some fragrances definitely are to me because I really like them, but others are not to me. It's all what you think about it. They're definitely really expensive, so sampling fragrances by Roja Dove is something that I really suggest you to do. So Amber Oud, when I tried this one out for the first time, it's actually, back in the day. I've tried this last year already, but it's been almost a year since I last tried it, and this week I gave it another shot. Amber Oud is exceptionally well made. That being said, I was kind of surprised that I didn't get the level of performance a lot of you are giving this. It's definitely not a beast. It's definitely not a fragrance that is worth that price point in terms of performance. You do get 100 ml, but at 600 or 700 euros, something in between, it's very, very expensive. Very beautifully done, however. The rose itself is more jammy than floral than fresh. Saffron also really present. I get not the most oud out of it. I believe if it would have been named like spicy amber fruity or something like that, it could also have worked. To me, the oud is more of a supporting in the background note that isn't all that present. A lot of you know that I am a big fan of Oud Ispahan by Dior. And to give it a little bit of a comparison, I believe Oud Ispahan is a lot more oudy than this. This is really contained, really soft, almost feels balsamic at some point, but aromatic and a jammy type of rose. I really like this one. Trying it out some more in the future, but to me it wasn't something that immediately convinced me to go out and buy a bottle. Then the next fragrance that I sampled was a fragrance that did convince me that at some point I should get a bottle of this. It's a little less expensive, but still at between 300 and 400 euros or dollars, depending on where you live. This fragrance is still quite expensive for 50 ml. This is Danger for Men. Danger by Roja Dove. Danger is incredible. I mean, a lot of people talk about Enigma. Enigma being the most seductive, romantic, boozy, vanilla, cognac, whiskey type of fragrance. And I agree. I bought a bottle of Enigma. I bought the Eau de Parfum, not the pure Parfum, because the Eau de Parfum still gives me, exceptional performance. And I believe the Extrait de Parfum, the pure Parfum, is even too much, personally. But Danger is a fragrance that blew me away, and something that I haven't smelled before. Yes, I've seen the comparisons online. What are these flies all about, man? So yeah, Danger is all about ambergris and lavender. I've seen the comparisons to a popular Guerlain fragrance called Héritage. Haven't smelled it actually, so I can't really relate to that. Can't really give you my opinion on the similarities or not between those two, but all I can say is this is just so incredibly beautiful to smell in the morning when you just got out of bed and you want to start your day feeling refreshed and energetic. This is a fragrance that makes me happy. This is lavender, ambergris, woody notes in the dry down. Man, it's I will definitely do a full review on this when I've worn it some more, and definitely planning to pick up a bottle at some point. But yeah, again, these are quite expensive. The next one I wanted to show you real quick is Tutti Frutti Frutti. It's a crazy name. The official name is actually Fruity Oud. It's one of his latest creations, and to me this is interesting because it smells, again, but even more than Danger for Men, this smells completely new. There's nothing that I can think of smelling close to this. It is, how the name suggests, fruity. It has a lot of raspberry, strawberry, vanilla even, but a lot of fruitiness, and it's very, very crisp and authentic. It's like you put them in a blender and just stick your nose into the bowl right after. Yeah, it's a fruity oud, but the oud is not barnyard, it's not synthetic, it's not animalic, it's not medicinal. It's really contained type of oud, very wearable. It has a little bit of dirtiness to it, but just enough not to ruin the fruitiness. They are quite balanced, especially in the opening. The fruitiness even surpasses the intensity of the oud, but as the fragrance dries down, kind of levels down to a 50-50 percentage, and you get the best of both worlds. You get that, that spicy type of oud. It's not, it's not too sharp, but it's not soft either. It's definitely not just woody. It has some kick to it, and the fruity notes in here are beautifully done. Yeah, something worth checking out. I've seen so many negative comments about this, and I don't really understand it. I mean, it's so different that obviously it triggers a whole bunch of emotions that are new to you and me. But I truly believe that this is one worth sampling if you're into this type of fragrance. Obviously, again, at the same price point as Danger for Men. It's one that you really need to be convinced of before pulling before reaching out deep into your pockets and buying a full bottle. But again, I really like this a lot. Then I have an official discovery atomizer. This is a fragrance that's totally new for Roja. The fragrance is called Chypré Extraordinaire. It's a travel size atomizer that I received. Look at this presentation. Isn't that gorgeous? This fragrance is as the name suggests, is a Chypre, obviously. And if you like fragrances that have a real classy and sophisticated, complex, deep, earthy, mossy type of aromatic, floral, dry down, sometimes even some fruitiness in here. This kind of reminds me of fragrances, like Mitsuku, Anteus, stuff like that. Fragrances from the 80s and before. Beautiful stuff right here. Very, very authentic to what Chypres are all about. Like I just said, very mossy, very dry, very herbal even, and spicy. Performance is really good on this one, but then again, at this price point, you kind of want this type of performance. One that I am happy about owning, but I think for now this 7.5 ml decant will suffice, as I believe it's like $16.50 for a 100 ml bottle. So I might want to sell my kidney before going for a full bottle. And I have so many other fragrances that I want to sample or want to purchase before going for something like this. But if you're looking for something truly exclusive and high quality, then obviously Roja Parfum's fragrances are one of the best choices for you. Let's just end it at that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to shoot me a message in the comment section or hit me an email, send me an email or whatever. And I hope to see you back at my channel somewhere next week for the next video. So take care, bye.